4 biggest identity management mistakes made by mid-market CIOs. Courtesy of idmchecklist.com from Informatics. Identity management or IDM systems are deployed to push the entire organization onto one authentication and provisioning platform. Mid-market CIOs need to manage these projects properly in order to bring about standardization and cost savings for the company. Here we list 4 of the biggest mistakes that can cause IDM projects to fall short of hoped-for results. Some also violate key security principles. Number 1. Lack of executive support and involvement. IDM projects are, by their nature, enterprise-wide. A departmental manager cannot, by definition, effect change across the organization. Only an executive can cut through politics and resistance to compel project buy-in from affected parties. Make sure the executives in your firm understand the process and are on board with the upcoming changes. Number 2. Understanding authentication versus authorization. IDM does 2 things. 1. Provisions accounts, and 2. Acts as a central repository for accounts provisioned elsewhere, for example, authoritative sources. It then becomes the data source that can power single sign-on or SSO. The access management mechanism of IDM can either authenticate users or authenticate and authorize users. There needs to be a clear understanding of whether each targeted system can turn over authorization and authentication to access management or only authentication. Number 3. Bring business process consultants on board first. It makes no sense to build bad habits into a new system. IDM presents an opportunity for process re-engineering. Business process consultants will review current workflow and recommend changes to existing procedures to make those more easily fit into the system, which will reduce waste and errors. Number 4. Problems with provisioning accounts. There are several issues that may arise when creating and managing access for users. Failing to delete accounts after employees have left the business. Failure to do this violates audit policies, which means there is something broken within your process. Failing to delete service accounts for installed software or change the user ID. Hackers have used this technique to gain elevated access to systems. Not requiring regular password changes, including service accounts. Not adding two-factor authentication, which helps protect against stolen passwords. Bottom line. Identity management projects can fall short of the goal of bringing change, standardization, and cost savings across your organization if not managed properly. Understand what can go wrong to help your project avoid the pitfalls. How has your IDM implementation fared? Was it a success? Have you managed to deploy it to all systems targeted in the project plan? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. And to follow through on the tips introduced in this short article, be sure to download your free copy of the 8-point Identity Management Checklist. You can download a copy of this checklist while it's still available at idmchecklist.com. Thanks so much for stopping by and tuning in today to learn all about the 4 biggest identity management mistakes made by mid-market CIOs.